Often in an application we want to comment out a piece of code to prevent it running, or to try an alternative piece instead, see if we can narrow down a bug. This is how I would do it in LabVIEW. So here we've got a very simple VI. It runs and it sums up the total in the counter, which is 10. If I run it, we end up with 45. If I were to think that perhaps actually what I should be doing is subtracting it, but I'm not sure right now, how would I do that? I don't want to delete this bit of code, I just want to put an alternative in. This is how I would do it. I can drop down a case structure and I can surround the bit of code that I want to comment out, and that is now inside a true case. And here I can add a constant which is false, which will mean that when the code runs and the values come in here, it's going to automatically and only ever run the false case. And I could put in my piece of code there and wire it up. And run it. And there I get 45. So what if I decide actually no, what I really did want to do was run the original piece of code? Well, I could delete this case and that still leaves me with this case structure in place. I mean, I could leave it there, I could change that flag to be true and it would always run, but in reality I know this is a piece of cake this is the piece of code I want, and I could just remove that case structure and get back to how I had it. So that is how I would comment out code. And if there was more than, say, 2 pieces of code I wanted to test out, say there was 3, instead of using a boolean to wire up the case structure like this, I could instead drop a numeric constant on, and it would give me the option of 0, 1, and I could add in case 3, and I'd have 3 pieces of code. The principle is still the same.